Welcome into Game 2 of the Gridiron Australian National Championships. We're here in Sydney. Beautiful sunny Sydney usually. The sun was out a little earlier and the rain is coming down now, but it doesn't look like it's going to stick around, so it should be a pretty clean game. Really looking forward to this one. It's West Australian Raiders up against the New South Wales Coyotes. Coyotes are none from one so far, looking to get revenge this time. And WA, this is their first hit out in the National Championships. It's Kate Allman here calling the action alongside host of the Mates Rates podcast, as well as a former Outback player herself, current Queensland captain, Alex Ahrens. Welcome in. Looks like the rain's getting a little heavy. How does that affect the game today, Alex?
Thanks for having me. Very excited to be here. The rain will make things difficult if the teams want to put the ball in the air. Makes it very slippery, very difficult to come down with cleanly. New South Wales showed a lot of mostly keeping it on the ground, so I think the conditions will suit them a little bit better than it will for the Raiders.
Yeah, absolutely. They love that run game, don't they? The triple option run is often one that Coach Dane Robinson likes to favour. And obviously Red Hahn there, one of the standout players over many years for Australia and New South Wales coaching as well. They've got a pretty experienced sideline, but many of the players quite new to the game. And in fact, I believe, just looking at the team list, WA have a little more experience. How does that help them out against this running team?
Well, I think in terms of experience, you've got players on either side of the ball that have been around in the game for over 10 years, and then you've got a lot of rookies that have only been playing for a year or so. WA, I feel, maybe the little bit more inexperienced team. Yeah, this is the first time a Raiders team has come to a competition since 2018, I believe.
Okay,
so
wow.
It's been a long time off the national stage for them. And I think all their players are going to be up for it, no matter how experienced they are.
Well, we're just about to get ready for kickoff. We've had the toss just previously. You were watching, and we're looking at the teams lining up now. Get a ball on the field, and it looks like New South Wales did win the toss, or they elected to receive first. So they'll be kicking off. And it'll be number 10, Catherine Bate. Raiders kicker, got a soccer background, this one. Actually, he's played 2 years of gridiron. This is her first year, a rookie for the Coyotes. She'll get the game underway.
This will be exciting. We get to see the WA offense out on the field first. The big question is, who are they going to lead with their quarterback? They've got both Lou Devine and Amanda Housen moved over from Queensland. And I think that's the answer that everyone's looking forward to. It's who do they start with in that position?
That's a great call, Alex. There's a couple of quarterbacks that could be definite weapons on the WA side as well as the New South Wales side. We'll wait to see who starts as we await Catherine Bate to kick the game off. Here we go. Second match of the Gridiron Australian National Championships. West Australian Raiders receive the kickoff. And the run back looks good so far. It's Laura St. Ruth. She's going to go all the way, is she? No, tackled just in time.
What a run by Struth. That was a great fumble. Ball fumbled on the ground a little bit, and she's picked it up, followed the blocks all the way down there. That puts WA in the driving seat for their first drive here.
Well, St. Ruth has just sent the WA Raiders within 20 of their touchdown zone, the end zone, as they call it. That was an incredible run back and took it really well. It seemed like something straight off the training ground. All the players knew what they were doing with the blockers. The defence of the New South Wales Blues, they had to scramble and they managed to. But we're being marched back here. Alex, just explain what might be going on here.
I missed the referee's hand signal. There was a pile of players in the way. It's likely that there was a foul. It was most likely a block in the back down that sideline as Struth's made yards, but they pushed them back a significant distance.
Devastating. So after all that work, it goes back to about halfway. Here comes the first throw of the game. Great reception, nearly. It was through the hands of Amanda Housen, who we saw play QB in previous games, and here she is as a receiver. Now, you did mention, Alex, before the game, she is a weapon, both receiving and throwing the ball. Here she's starting as receiver, and their QB, it looks like it's going to be...
It's number 4, Lou Devine in the backfield there.
Exactly. Ludovine high snap, has to bring it down and just hands it off to one of the big girls at the back. Great run there by Frida Arsam. Wolverine for 3 years, and she is pretty elusive. Don't let the size fool you, Alex. She can get around just as good as any, and really one of those weapons you want to have in the backfield on offense.
She really did the job for Wolverines this season on their way to the championship over in the West. The centre needs to get those snaps down, because if you lose the ball in the backfield like that, New South Wales are going to be on it quickly.
So here comes Devine, searching for a player, wants to go left side. Oh, there was a tangle, and Sophia Davies-Morgan, the wide receiver, couldn't get away from her cornerback. Great defence by New South Wales. They were all over her like a magnet.
There is a flag on the play. I'm not sure if that's going to be called on that defensive player.
So right now, they have to get about 5 yards to get the first down. The WA Raiders, after losing all of that ground when it was such a great run off kickoff, they've been pulled back to centre halfway. And now they're struggling to get that first down. It is a wet ball, it's a wet day. It's been raining on and off all morning and yesterday, so it could get a little messy later on as fatigue starts to set in. Something we have to be aware of. Third down here for the WA Raiders.
That ground is very slippery out there. Would not be surprised to see players struggling as they start churning up the grass and just making mud out of it.
A little conversation being had, I think, with the touch judge there on the sideline.
I think they're just making sure the ball's in the right spot.
Here they go.
Oof.
Running it all the way through. The Coyotes have to put an absolute monster of people on. The mountain climbed eventually, and that was Arsam once more, the running back with absolute strength and power. So that was first down. This conversation that we previously saw was actually with the down judges. They had to march it forward. Obviously, the ball placed a little further forward, and that was first down. So second down coming up for the WA Raiders.
That was a great little middle run by Frida Assam, I think that was, that had the ball. Great big hole opened up in that O-line, and the middle back has just come through and nearly got run over herself.
Ludovine, quarterback, again, drops it on the ground, has to run it herself, finds space out wide. She's got it on the right sideline, but met by the defense. An incredible tackle by Christy Turner, a veteran for New South Wales. 8 years she's played as a defensive back, and showing her class there. Just met her and absolutely toppled over, but took down the quarterback with her.
Yeah, great tackle by Christy Turner there. She's only just started playing defense in the last couple of years. She was originally a wide receiver over in Victoria, and it's just really adapted to that sort of safety role, both at club and now for New South Wales.
Here we go. Devine finds a receiver on the side. Oh, that's almost picked off. It jumped up dangerously off Davies-Morgan, the wide receiver. You got to catch those and bring them in. It was right on the body.
You can't tip them up like that. That's just asking for a defender to pick the ball off you.
I think the wet ball probably doesn't help, and it's not our place to determine how difficult that is. It's obviously a hard play, but as a wide receiver, you do have to make those, and you could see the lane opening up in front of her. If she had brought it in, there was plenty of space to move.
Plenty of yards after the catch if she had have held on to that one, but the weather is playing havoc here.
High snap this time in quarterback is Gray. Sends a high ball to sort of...
So they punted the ball there on fourth down. Got to fourth, decided they weren't going to go for it, weren't going to continue their offensive drive. They punted the ball to push New South Wales back, and now we'll have a changeover of possession. New South Wales will start their first offensive drive.
So difficult to see sometimes from where we're sitting here at the back of the field. It's so wet, in fact, that we're unable to get sideline with our cameras. I hope you're enjoying the coverage at home as much as we are bringing it to you. Nice little punt there, gets to within about 10, 15 of the end zone. New South Wales now take their first possession of the match. And it's going to be Sal Foy. T. Sal Foy in quarterback. Handoff is the first play. Run down by Karmali, Aliyah Karmali, who's played in the US for the Denver Bandits, the Calgary Rage, Northern Sydney Rebels is where she started her, well, she's just spent her Australian career, and she's also played for the Raiders. Many years experience and 3 state flag national appearances for the ACT. So Karmali, a fullback to watch, back in fullback right now as we watch T. Sal Foy, the quarterback, second option quarterback usually. She's starting the game for the Coyotes. Pitch pass, goes left in the backfield. It's Grace Murphy, run down and just stopped by 2 defenders. Nice little gain by Grace Murphy.
Yeah, I think she might have got a couple of yards on that. Just couldn't turn that corner. Very great coverage by that WA defence to stay with her on that toss play. That's something that they would have scouted from the Queensland game. So the middle runs and that sort of motion orbit toss, they've seen that. They should know it's coming.
So on to centre now. Oh, drop ball. Got to pick it up and go herself. Sal Foy gets taken down in the backfield. First sack goes away the Raiders, and I believe it would have been 97 Snow Walker.
Yeah, great way to react to that drop ball there. Fight your way through the line and push them back a little bit.
Snow Walker with a big sack for the Coyotes quarterback. And they've just got to get a bit of composure back now. It's 4th down.
4th down. New South Wales will have to punt this one away.
Long snap. Sends it up high. Wobbling ball underneath it was Oakley Jones, and now she has a chance to return. Plenty of blockers in the way. Gets some ground, but taken down
nice
by the Coyotes.
Nice little jump cut by Oakley Jones. Gets there to avoid one of the defensive players, make an extra yard on that.
A great running by Oakley Jones, West Coast Wolverines player. She's played 4 years, so plenty of experience, and also played for the flag football.
Yeah, Oakley Jones was selected in the squad of 24 for the Australian training camp.
We've just got a little, a friend, a goodest boy on the sideline came into view, and he's out now. We'll get someone to organise that. Low snap, has to pick it up. The wet weather is playing havoc, but here comes number 5, Riley. Riley down the sideline, pulled out just in time. Great defence again. Princess Maliu, who is a soccer player and a fearless hitter on defence, pushed her out of bounds just in time.
Oh, great little outside run by Riley there.
Also
that'll be first down.
Sorry, Alex also plays the state flag football in 2024 and played the national championship earlier this year. So you can see the elusiveness and speed, just the acceleration of that flag skill really helps on those receptions of the kicks and return. Rain coming down heavy now. Here comes Lou Devine, quarterback. Big throw through the wet. Oh, had to dive. Didn't quite collect it. Nice dive by Amanda Howson. The 2 quarterbacks play for play.
I thought this would have been something that we'd see, having Lou in the backfield and Amanda running routes. It just adds another offensive weapon there. Unfortunately, unable to connect a couple of times that the ball has come her way.
Yeah, it's been difficult. I think that was a little out of reach and behind her. And, of course, when all your momentum's going upfield, to turn around and get behind and then get it on the fingertips is a difficult one. So they'll try it again. Lou Devine, hand off. Nice disguise. And the big girl goes forward once more. Arsam You cannot bring her down. They bring the entire Coyotes defense to get her to the ground. And finally, but not before some ground is made. They didn't quite reach the marker. It'll be third down here for the WA Raiders, but inching closer. And, you know, football, it's a game of inches.
Absolutely. That's a great run again by Frida. So difficult to bring down. Very powerful runner. Looked like a little counter play. They had a pulling guard, I think, on that one, just to establish a kick-out block in the lane.
Snap to Devine. She goes herself. Blockers in the way. Has room on the sideline. Has to bring her out, but she'll get the first down. That's an impressive run. Impressive tackle again by Christy Turner and the defensive back for the Coyotes. She's made some, well, touchdown-saving tackles on that sideline.
Yes, absolutely. That was a good play. It looked like they ran a sort of speed option out there, and Lou's decided to keep it herself. Did have Frida trailing for the pitch if needed, but good gain by Lou.
So head coach Kevin Wilson of the WA Raiders, he's been involved in this game of football for 35 years, and he runs what he likes to call a mad scientist offense, and we're seeing little glimpses of that now. The mad scientist sometimes gets it right, and he certainly did on that occasion. Here they go again. Third down. Has to push through. Oh, huge sling tackle. And that's a strong whistle as well. I don't know if there was any vehemence and danger in that, but they were stopped short. So it'll be fourth down. And there's signals coming from the sideline. They want to run quickly, but they won't. They'll let the clock tick down a little further.
Yeah, good read by Lou to keep the ball and hit that hole. And a crunching tackle.
Great tackle. I mean, I've been really impressed with the New South Wales defense so far. So here they go. It looks like they're going to go for it. Fourth down, high snap. She's got to run, has to get a couple of yards. Pitch pass, it's worked out. And Rossam gets through. She's still going. She won't be stopped. She is stopped at the 10-yard line. I thought she was going to go all the way, and the sideline absolutely thought the same. Really great little pass. That's that mad scientist offense coming into play.
Just a great run. She just runs over the top of one of the defensive players there. Hopefully they...
Looks like a timeout's been called. Either that or it's quarter time. By our clock, it'd be a little early for quarter time, so...
I think there'll be a timeout here. That was a first down from WA, so one of the teams will have just called it just to settle. WA need to make use of this field position here.
And now we have Dane Robertson, head coach of the New South Wales Coyotes, the mastermind of this offense. He's been involved with Gridiron football, my apologies, for the good part of 2 decades. Coached the UNSW Raiders women's team for a number of years, 5 championships from 7 appearances in their championship in New South Wales. So definitely knows what he's doing. A great relationship throughout the New South Wales team. Many of these players with Raiders helmets on, you can see with the little rainbow and the R.
It is, mostly Raiders team, and I think that just adds to this team, having Dane as the coach. He's such an experienced person. He's really doing a great job leading this New South Wales team.
Yeah, and it clearly shows that they know each other well, and they know Dane's style of play. He told me he's going to try and run it a lot, which I think suits this weather. And as you said, it is their style. So here goes WA, 10 yards out from the end zone. Oh, that's a big push. Didn't quite work out. Our camera lost the ball. It was a throw into the end zone and dropped catch. So nearly they went for it. Davies Morgan, the wide receiver, had it and lost it in this wet weather. So it'll be second down.
Yeah, I like that play call from WA. It looked like it could have been a little run pass option in there. Fake the ball to the running back, and I think it fooled everyone because the receiver was wide open in that end zone.
So second down. A chance to go one score up here. High snap to Lou Devine. Passes off to her favourite. No, she doesn't. It was a trick play and she went herself but dropped because it's so slippery. I think she just lost her footing, which is unfortunate because there was plenty of space. Everyone was fooled, including me, by that Arsam handoff.
Great little sort of veer play there where they ride the running back just a little bit longer, wait for the hole to open up, wait for that read to happen, and then she's just taking it out the backside where all that space opened up for her. And just unfortunately, the ground took her down.
The other defense, slippery ground. It's playing havoc. Here they go. Arsam in the backfield. Devine grabs it. Handoff, this time it's real. Arsam's got space. She wants to move. Takes down one, takes down two. Plenty of fend-offs. And they have to try and stop her with so many other blue players. Man, you just cannot stop her. I think they need to start putting two on Arsam and just be prepared to grab hold and don't let go.
She just threw like 3 New South Wales players into the dirt. Great play. I think they're about 2 or 3 yards away from the end zone now. I think you just give the ball to her again.
That is highlight reel stuff. Frida Arsam really putting in a resume for Australian team selection here. She's been standout performer for the WA Raiders, and I think you're right, Alex. It makes sense. Just hand it off.
Smash it down the middle again because it's working.
Devine, high snap, grabs it. Fake to Arsam, keeps it herself, runs on the outside, plenty of room, and she gets it. Touchdown, WA Raiders.
Yeah, great run by Lou there. So it looks like it was a little read play. She's opted to keep the ball herself and has found the corner and the end zone.
The first points of the match in the Gridiron Australian National Championships. It's West Australia up for the first touchdown, and now they have a chance to convert. Now, in plenty of times in the women's game, they do go for the 2-point conversion, especially in the wet weather. Will they kick? Will they go the 2?
Yeah, the kicking is definitely something that is still evolving in the women's game. We don't see it very often. Queensland kicked. They've just called a timeout just to discuss this. It looks like they are setting up to kick, though. The way that the line was sort of setting up, and they looked like they had a long snapper there. But yeah, Queensland kicked last State of Origin, and it's few and far between that you see a club side kick, particularly because they don't play 11, they play 9s or 7s, and you just don't have the personnel to extend that protection for the kicker. So we tend to go for the 2-point conversions.
Of course, those new to the game, the 2-point conversion is played like a usual snap, and you have one opportunity to get it into the end zone, much like a touchdown. It gives you 2 points. The kick, the 1 point, and there are advantages, obviously, to keeping it in hands with this wet weather, but the sun's coming out now. It's actually stopped raining, and it does look like they're setting up for a kick, but you never know with this mad scientist offense. It could be a fake. You
I'd
just
love
don't
to see
know.
one.
So Davies-Morgan set up to kick, but it does go long snap. They wanted to run it, and now they're going to be taken down by this Coyotes defense. Didn't quite have enough laneway out on trying to find space and couldn't get through.
I'm not sure if that was a designed fake kick. That snap was incredibly high. Xanthi Gray was the holder for the Outback team as well, so has the experience there to sort of recover snaps and get them to the ground. But that one was just unrecoverable, and she just had to take the ball.
Yeah, I agree, Alex. It looked like it went a little wayward as well as high. It didn't quite go direct, and that is the issue with kickers. Of course, it's not just a kicker, it's finding a great long snapper and a great kicker, and everything has to kind of go perfectly right to get that field goal or conversion. So
yeah, the sequence just has to be perfect from snap, hold to kick. It's got to be one sort of fluid motion, and all 3 of those players got to be on the same page.
Well, they make it so easy in the NFL, don't they? And,
I think they also practice 100 times every day.
Exactly.
Anyway, we'll see WA 6-0 up, kicking the ball off, and we'll see what New South Wales can do with their offense.
So first points of the day, a touchdown to the WA Raiders. And now the kickoff. We'll hand it back to the New South Wales Blues. Good kick. Straight down the middle. It's going to be received by Grace Murphy. Oh, she's bottled it. Picked it up, though. And taken back further than she would have liked to. That slippery ball is just playing havoc. And the Raiders managed to quickly scuttle her down. Laura St. Ruth making the tackle. She looks hurt as well. Possibly a little rolled ankle.
Yeah, she definitely came down at an awkward angle with her back to Struth.
Oh, she's just taken a knee as well. We don't like to see that. Just the ankle I was watching looked like it rolled as it came, and certainly seems that way. The left ankle or the left knee.
Hopefully she's all right, because she's a really big weapon for this New South Wales side.
Well, we've already seen what she can do. She's already played out back in the Australian Championship, so
yeah, Grace also with a season over in the United States last year, which is why she couldn't play New South Wales in our State of Origin competition. Played for Denver Bandits.
In the WNFC, I believe.
The WNFC, yeah, with a couple of other Australians. We had quarterback Casey Cubis of the Australian flag team.
Big fan of the Denver Bandits,
and
I am.
You had Laura St. Ruth as well from the WA team over in with the Bandits that same season.
So Grace Murphy's just going to hobble off. She looks to be okay walking by herself. They've subbed someone else in, and we will continue play here. So first down, just behind the halfway. Here comes T. Salfoy at quarterback. She grabs it, hands it off. They try to push it up the middle, and it's not going anywhere.
That WA D-line was just on that immediately.
Yeah, that's Bianca Ambram who had the ball handed off. They picked it like a dirty nose, didn't they?
They absolutely read it.
And Ambram, she's got a rugby league background, so she's probably the right person to put it in hands as well. She's played for Queensland as a state representative in league and crossed over to the game we know and love of football, American that is. She's played for the Gillaroos, so not a
high
small
pedigree.
Yeah, exactly. Not easy to bring her down.
No, and Queensland
defense
definitely found that when we played them. It's a very, very hard runner.
So the defense, smart execution of what looks like well read. Salfoy in quarterback for the Coyotes now. Under center, handoff. Goes again the same way, run down the middle. They get a few extra yards, but not too much. And it's the same play through Ambram, who was also one of the Indigenous All-Stars, first selected when the Rugby League Women's All-Stars played. She just can't seem to get quite enough ground.
New South Wales look like they've gone back to the script that they played against Queensland. They've hit the middle, they've hit off tackle. If they follow the script, the next play will be a orbit toss.
So it's third down, and Alex Zarins reckons it'll be
well, an orbit toss play. They'll motion one of their wing-backs over. And
well, I think that there's been some kind of penalty.
No, this is quarter time.
You are right, my mistake.
Change ends, and we'll start the second quarter.
So quarter time here at Macquarie Fields for the National Gridiron Australia Championships. Western Australia hold the lead at 6 points to nothing for New South Wales, and New South Wales on offense will seek to return serve right after quarter time.
I believe it's third down, third and long as we start this second quarter here.
So New South Wales not going through the air too much. A lot of handoffs, a lot of triple option read plays. Alex Arons reckons the wing back's going to grab it this time, and we'll see how it plays out. It's a throw instead. Quarterback has to find someone through traffic. Couldn't get her. That was Cheyenne Dicker. A fearless runner and a rugby sevens, rugby league background. Netballer as well. You'd think she'd be able to climb that ladder and grab it in the air, but she didn't.
It was a good pass. It was right on the money. Just a little bit high for that receiver to bring down.
So it'll be 4th down and a bit of an opportunity missed, I think, by New South Wales Coyotes.
Yeah, I think New South Wales really needed to convert that one to stay tight with WA. They are going to punt it away by the looks of it.
Ambram with the kick. Big high kick. It's wobbling. It's going to be difficult to collect in this muddy ground. And the Raiders just decide to push it down into the turf. Annalise Smith done well and keeps it safe.
Yeah, kick went high, had plenty of hang time, but not much length on it. WA set up about midfield for their next drive. It's generally not what you want out of a punt. You want it to go a little bit further and give your defence a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, definitely didn't get as much ground as they would have liked there, the New South Wales Coyotes. So, Alex, while we have a little bit of time, just explain to us how the rest of this championship unfolds. We've already had the game with Queensland and New South Wales. They went down, New South Wales to Queensland, 24-14, and now WA playing their first match. What happens next?
So every team will play each other once. So in July, Queensland will go to Perth and we'll play WA. The national championship will be determined by, if Queensland win against WA, we'll be national champions. If WA win here and then beat us, they'll be national champions. If New South Wales win here, we have an interesting situation where national champion could be determined by point difference.
Fascinating. So it is really a points difference thing, and you really want to be scoring, as WA have already done. Here goes Devine. She's got so much space. She's going to take it herself. In fact, just caught by the defense, but a really good run. Great tackle by Nadia Rusens, new NSW Raiders player, and now here for the Coyotes, cornerback and a rookie in the state team, but did show her stuff there. But what a run by Lou.
They just seem to have so much grass. I'm not sure if, well, like what the corner or the safety was waiting for something. They just seem to hesitate to come down to that.
Missed assignments possibly in the defense there. So Lou Devine using her opportunities. She's a smart player, isn't she? Plenty of football IQ.
So much experience, yeah.
Devine grabs the high snap, handoff again to her favourite. Who else? Frida Arsam takes it down the middle. Gets taken down, but not without grabbing some yards on the way.
Smart play, that one. Looked like another counter. She's sort of stepped one way, come back the other way, and they've had some blockers in front.
So 2nd down here, and looks like 2nd and short. Just need to get a few more yards. They've done well. That Arsam is such a weapon for the offense here. Just drives through and gains ground on every single time she touches that ball. Here goes Devine. Oh, that's too high. They've got to jump on it now. New South Wales want to. It might be New South Wales. Danielle Gonzalez.
I think Jordan Demizio's recovered that one.
Gonzalez jumped and Demizio grabbed it in the end. Wet ball just plays havoc, doesn't it? So New South Wales turn it over.
Just that high snap again. There is a flag out there, so we'll see what that call might have been for. But yeah, the weather is not being conducive to that ball being snapped at all. We've seen a couple of high ones now, and that one all the way over the quarterback's head. Frida Assam struggled to get back. Looked like she tried to block someone from getting to the ball. She was the closest. Should have probably just dove on it. I feel like...
So I think that was a penalty on New South Wales, in fact, because the Raiders are coming back out. They reckon it's their ball.
It might have been... I'm actually not sure. It looks like WA are keeping the ball, though.
It does look like the WA Raiders will stay on offense, which is interesting. I'm not quite sure what happened. Annalise Smith's marched back out onto the field. There's a conversation being had between captains and referees. We do not have video referees in this league.
They're discussing something, and Jordan looks very upset.
So maybe a little bit of controversy in this second quarter. It is the national championship, and that was a huge play for New South Wales to come up with the ball. The flag's being put away now. Decisions being made. They're swapping over teams again. New South Wales coming back out.
Looks like they reversed their call, and it will be New South Wales ball.
No flag on the play, says the referee.
All right, they've waved it away.
After a discussion between all of them. New South Wales do indeed get the turnover. That play will stand. Great defence. And that high snap, it'll kill you for the WA Raiders. That's a real missed opportunity as they had started that drive with such great field position.
Yeah, disappointing to see for WA.
So here comes Alex Barker in quarterback. They've changed quarterbacks and the handoff was faked, but not much room up the middle for Alex Barker. She gets taken down right just about where it was snapped. I don't think no gain there.
Maybe half a yard in that. Not much at all.
Two very impressive quarterbacks for New South Wales Coyotes. They've got T. Southwoy and Alex Barker. Now, Barker is usually their number one. She has played with the UNSW Raiders the past few years, previously a Sydney Uni Lion, a Chicago native and a die-hard fan of the Bears, I'm told, but she is a focused quarterback, a real leader. It's like having an extra coach on the field. So she comes in now to possibly bring a little bit more leadership to the team as they struggle to get back into it, and that won't do it, though. Just bodies on bodies in this mud and no gain.
Absolute pile. And there was a great block there. I think it was Raven Bluegum, number 13, comes in and just delivers a absolute cracker of a hit. Unfortunately, the WA defense just swarmed on that.
Swarmed is a great word for it. They are swarming on everything, and I feel like it might be about time for Dane Robertson, head coach, to pull something new out of his bag of tricks. These handoffs and the quarterback run, it's just too easy to catch. A run out to the sideline, it's dropped short of the receiver, Emma Lawton. Couldn't quite grab it. She's a versatile player, but not versatile enough to slow down, stop, turn around, and that was just a short throw, I believe. That'd be on the quarterback. Yeah,
seen that from Alex in the Queensland games, just this rollout and a late pass to an outbreaking route. But I agree, it's definitely time for New South Wales to open the playbook up a little bit and show us a little bit more. They don't have to keep the game closed. They don't have another game to play. They don't need to keep anything hidden.
So timeout called, I believe, and they'll just take a moment. I believe New South Wales, they need this. They're not getting any ground up that centre. Their throws aren't working. Something needs to change. They've changed the quarterback. Alex, if it was you coaching from the sideline, what would you be telling the Blues?
They're going to pass the ball. They put Jordan Demizio and Christy Turner on, both outback receivers. I think they're going to try and hit this one deep.
So, wet ball. You hope Barker has her towel.
All right, it's fourth down. They must be punting it.
It is fourth down. I was hoping for a
see
throw.
The down marker up here.
There is a punter coming on and timeout taken, or a flag. Flag thrown. Probably an infraction on the snap there, Alex. What do you think?
It looks like it was a false start by New South Wales. They're marching them back 5.
That
so
doesn't
it'll
help.
still be fourth down, and they'll still get to punt the ball, but they've just moved back down the field a little bit further.
So it does not help the New South Wales Coyotes. They need ground. This has got to be a big kick. It is big. It's high. It's not getting too much ground. No one's touched it. They don't want to risk dropping it, so New South Wales chase it down. Grace Murphy picks it up. It's a good gain, gets within 20 of the WA end zone.
Yeah, WA stepped back from that and just let it roll. It gained an extra 10, 15 yards on the punt.
Well, there's been a few ball handling errors on the WA side, hasn't there? So maybe they've learned their lesson in this wet ground.
And the last thing you would want is for a WA player to touch that ball and then have one of their gunners be able to recover it and get the ball back for New South Wales.
And you trust someone like Grace Murphy to do that. She's got the wheels, doesn't she?
Absolutely. They definitely have some speed down that outside.
So WA Raiders in the huddle now. They're 6 points up. First half of the National Championship against the New South Wales Coyotes. In comes the quarterback. It's Lou Devine, number 4. The other being Amanda Howson, who we've seen in receiver. She's on the right sideline, receiver. And they do hand it off in the middle to Arsam, who is wrestling with the defense and gains about 4 extra yards on the way through. There's just carnage in the way when Arsam gets the ball in hand.
She doesn't bother trying to evade them. She just runs over the top of them. Dale just got collected there as she ran through the middle.
Every single play is a highlight reel for this woman. She's incredible. Here they go again, second down, the WA Raiders. They have a formula that works through Arsam. Will they try something different, or is it the tried and tested? High snap, it's a throw out to the right sideline. Howson couldn't reel it in, it was fingertips. And she's tall, but she's not that tall.
Just going to get those down just a little bit. Get the passing game going.
It's one of those things as a quarterback, when you are throwing a wet ball, to slip off the hand, it sometimes leaves your hand a little too early, and it does go higher than you hope it to. Sometimes you have to almost release it late so that it'll go downwards. But that would have been a nice play. There was plenty of space out there for Howson. We haven't seen too many wide receiver receptions yet. So Devine goes again, runs it herself, pitches off to Arsam, who meets traffic. And again, 4 Coyotes are there to bring her down. They've learned the lesson now. When she's in space, you need about 4 defenders to grab hold of her, not let go.
Yeah, Chrissy Turner did a great job there, just getting low, wrapping the legs and holding on, waiting for her buddies to come help her out.
Great tackle, great technique, isn't it? I mean, if you get in the way of the hands of Arsam, it's going to be really difficult for you. The fend-off from Arsam is one of the best I've seen.
I'm really enjoying watching her do her thing.
So it looks like it's going to be a kick here on 4th down. Here they go, big booting ball, that's high. The receiver gets under it. New South Wales well taken and run back. Here she goes. Great catch, as you say. It was Marliu, Princess, the soccer player, and a fearless hitter on defense, but can catch and can return as well.
Yeah, good effort from her to get that wet ball under control, clean.
Really multifaceted player. I'm told she's actually someone who goes 1,000%, even on walkthroughs, and clearly puts her mind to anything, any position she's put in.
I love a player like that. They make the best teammates.
Queen of the chessboard. So New South Wales, a chance to get some points back. They're starting at about halfway, so better field position. Need to score on this drive, and I'd say you really want to score in the first half. Get back in the game. They've got Alex Barker, number 1 at QB, the handoff, and they're going to lose ground on this one. It didn't go anywhere. 89, Bianca Ambram, again, pushed back, read so easily.
Just met immediately in that gap. D-line's doing a great job of shutting down this middle run that New South Wales did so well with against Queensland. They've definitely done their work scouting, I think.
I think they've been watching tape. They absolutely know what's going on. And Kyra Taumia from WA Raiders is grabbing every loose ball, every loose player. Here they go again. Pitch pass, no, it's kept by the quarterback and thrown. First reception made. And
is this
that's
our first
Raven.
completion for the day? I think it is.
It is Blue Gum switching to offense here for her first Coyotes campaign. Usually a defensive player, but now a wide receiver, really tall and athletic, and a great target for her quarterback there.
She had some really good catches against Queensland. There was one behind her head, one-handed, up in the air. Really showed out for them against Queensland with a couple of really good receptions, and comes up with another one here.
Here they go again. Alex Barker. I think that might have been a false start. There was a whistle before the ball could be thrown. There's yellow laundry on the field as well, so we'll just wait and see what the referees have to say.
I think that was likely to have been a false start. Just judging from when the whistle came in and when the flag was thrown.
Yeah, I think you're right, Alex. They're marched back 5 yards here. It's just not what New South Wales need. They need to bring it together. I think halftime couldn't come earlier for the Coyotes.
I think Dane really needs to be discussing some things with his team. They need to get back in this game. It's now third and long.
Play was changed at the snap there. Alex Barker looked to the sideline. Handoff down the middle. There's room. There's a laneway open, and they're still running. Gets pulled down, but Ambram, that's the first of those that has worked. Plenty of motion in the backfield, and there's a player injured by WA. It's Oakley Jones, the safety for the Raiders. Really looks hurt, holding that knee. Stop time for the injury here.
A lot of pain. It was the first time that middle run really worked for New South Wales.
It really opened up, didn't it? The motion in the backfield confused everyone, and the call from the sideline, I think maybe it was a late change, maybe it wasn't, but it definitely confused the defense. However, right now we're looking at a terrible looking injury for WA Raiders player Oakley Jones. We really hope she's okay. I just hate to see knee things as someone who is missing a real ACL at the moment. It's we don't want to mention those three letters.
Not the three letters that any football player really wants to hear. It looked like she came down heavy underneath the pile. They've got the medics out there now just having a look.
Well, a big thank you to our medics who are here at the game for the National Championships, and really big thank you to our referees as well, keeping everyone safe. So we'll take this moment now, Alex, to have a little chat about what you think needs to change for the New South Wales Coyotes. I think they really need to get something going on offense.
Yeah, I feel like what they're doing is not really working for them. It's sad to see her carried off. She was definitely favouring that right knee there. She's a good little player for them. I think I'll miss her.
Yeah, well, best wishes to Oakley Jones, but definitely New South Wales need to change something.
They need to come up with something different, because it's obvious that WA have done their study. They are shutting down that middle run, and New South Wales just can't gain anything from it. There's definitely some good play. There's some good blocks up front. The O-line's doing a great job, but I just feel like WA are all over it. They swarm very quickly to the ball.
They've really done their homework. Quick play here. Alex Barker still has the ball. She's got space outright. She's looking for a player. No receiver in the area. I think that slipped out of her hand once more. Really looked like the kind of throw that comes out from a wet ball.
Yeah, it looks like she was trying to target the receiver a little bit further downfield, and that ball just fell well short. I think she slipped as she threw too, because she ended up on the ground.
It did look that way, didn't it? So again, New South Wales wasted opportunities. There was space, there were receivers running. It is tricky conditions though, and we can't fault her for that.
Yeah, they went for it on fourth down, and it just didn't work out for them. So we'll see a change of possession here, and WA back with the ball.
I do like the aggression, going for it on fourth down. It didn't work out here, but I trust the Coyotes' defence, and maybe that's exactly what the head coach, Dane Robertson, is thinking. He might be able to get it back on defence. So Devine back in quarterback, high snap again, handoff to Arsam. No, it wasn't. It's a throw. Great throw too. They're going down. Oh, it's a loose ball. Picked up by the Coyotes. It's sideline run. There's a chance now to go all the way. Oh. She's brought down just in time. Christy Turner, a great pickup, and she turns it back over for the New South Wales Blues.
Great reception there by Riley. It's a football move, and then the ball hits the dirt. Live ball, recovered by Christy Turner. That's the play. That's the momentum changer that New South Wales need now. They need to be capitalising on this and driving the ball downfield.
The forced fumble and the pickup by Christy Turner, 8 years veteran in this game.
Yeah, she'll be happy with that one.
She gains ground and gains a first down in the half they need to score in. So this is perfect. New South Wales all set up to return serve and start to play aggressively. Momentum is building. Barker, quarterback, pitch pass, goes out wide. Here goes Grace Murphy, running down the sideline. She's got space, she's got acceleration, but she didn't quite get through the defense. Pushed out of bounds at about the 30-yard mark. What a run.
What a run. Yeah, great first down by Grace. Finds the corner, turns the corner, and makes that first down. That's the kind of play we need to be seeing from New South Wales to get back in this game.
Almost a step inside, and she would have beaten that defender, but takes the safe route and goes outside. Keeps possession for the Blues. Nicole Hahn, sister of Red Hahn, snaps it. Barker, handoff. Here they go down the middle again. It's Aaliyah Karmali who gets taken down. Good defence by the Raiders.
Yeah, good run by Aaliyah. Touchdown in the game against Queensland with a near 35-yard run. Gain of about 5 on that one. A really good ball carrier for them.
Really great first down move, isn't it? Just gain the 5, make it easier for the next few downs. Now they have effectively 3 downs to get 5 yards, which is doable.
Yes, WA just need to keep their heads here. A little bit of an inexperience might see them sort of start to flounder, but let's just keep on our assignments, keep filling those gaps as they have been.
Here they go, handoff down the middle, pitch pass, oh, it's dropped, and Grace Murphy has to dive on the ball. Oh, that wet ball once more. I really was fooled. They thought it was going to be the handoff down the middle, and the crunch from defense in that central zone gave Grace Murphy so much space out wide. She just looked upfield before she had the ball. Eyes were taken away.
Yeah.
And she saw the prize before she had the ball.
They faked that inside run really well, drew that defense in. I don't think they expected it to pop out to Grace Murphy there, and unfortunately pitched just a little bit short for her to get. But she would have made lots of yards if she got her hands on that. More plays like that, I think, will suit New South Wales well. And of course, the rain coming down again is not going to make things easy. I think we've had time out here. New South Wales just going to discuss what they need to do.
Yep, it'll be a timeout, as you say, and third down here for the New South Wales Coyotes. They have only 5 yards to get the first down, and they're as close as they've been to the end zone. No score yet for New South Wales in this second quarter. It's still WA with 6 points on the board, nothing for the Blues. And they march out defiantly as the rain starts to fall heavier.
Really important for them to capitalise on this now. Had some good momentum and some good plays. And converting third down here will absolutely put them in a good spot. Get on the scoreboard.
Driving rain at Macquarie Fields. Under centre is Alex Barker. Pitch pass. Oh, a fake and out wide again. That's missed the receiver. Wide receiver was Tori Reynolds, and it was way off her mark. So it'll be fourth down here for New South Wales.
I think you have to go for it here. I like that play from New South Wales. They changed it up a little bit, put Alex in quarterback, and then I think they gave it to Cheyenne Dicker, I think her name is, to pass the ball off for Tori. a little bit of misdirection is definitely going to help New South Wales.
Difficult one to pull off in the rain. Here they go again, 4th down. They've got to grab that ball. Security. Turnover. Raiders come up with it, although it would have been a handover anyway because it was 4th down. So realistically, I don't mind that, the aggression. It'll be a turnover for WA, and once more, New South Wales end the drive with nothing on the scoreboard.
They'll be disappointed with that, I think, after a really good return and a couple of really good plays.
Certainly, and it's going to be a difficult game to now come back from as the rain gets heavier. If this sets in, it's going to have to be an on-the-ground game, a lot slower. The pitch passes are getting difficult. The throws are few and far between. Lou Devine, quarterback for WA, grabs it, hands it off. No, she doesn't. She sends it long, and there's a big ball going high. Couldn't quite collect the player. It was Gabrielle Moet, the West Coast Wolverines, her first year playing Gridiron. Almost a great reception.
That would have been a fantastic play if she could just get underneath that. It was a good fake to the running back. Lou steps back. She's got plenty of protection there in that pocket from her O-line and just lets loose.
The go route, we love to see it. It was almost a corner route. In fact, she kind of came out wide, started wide, went inside, and no one in front of her. Here's the high snap. Frida Arsam tries to go left, goes right instead. Puts down 1, puts down 2. The 3rd and 4th managed to tackle her. Not before she gains ground. Arsam, the human highlight reel, does it again. It's 3rd down for the WA Raiders in the wet.
Good counterplay again from them. They had Emily Weldon, I think her name was, 66, pulling and out in front, making blocks happen.
So must get a first down here, the WA Raiders, so it's going to be really tough. 3rd down, Devine fakes the handoff, sends it long, and this time gets the receiver, and they're out in space. There's no one home for the defense. She's going to go all the way. Moet with the touchdown of the match. 6 points on the board for WA Raiders. The go route, it didn't work out the first time, but by goodness, it worked out that time.
Yeah, I think that was the exact same play. Ball just a little bit short first time, and now they've nailed it. They've got it right. It was a really good reception in difficult conditions.
Unbelievable stuff. In absolute pouring rain, the WA Raiders pull a trick out of the hat that you won't see in too many games across the nation. That was an incredible ball and a great catch. In wet conditions, you can barely see. Now it's that heavy, and they are playing with the class and execution of a very experienced team. Here goes Lou Devine. Once more, the quarterback, 2-point conversion on offer, and that's sailed over the head of Moet. Couldn't bring it down that time, but she's shown that she is a wide receiver to watch with that previous catch.
Yeah, great hands. There is a flag on the play on that WA sideline. Refs just discussing what that might be for.
Next year we will have the refs mic'd up, I think.
Yeah, I asked him, he said no thank you.
Be great, wouldn't it? Video replays and a bunker as well. Nevertheless, here we are, second quarter. 2-point conversion was attempted there by the WA Raiders on the touchdown. I don't think it's counted.
Yeah, they missed that play, and that flag that was on that sideline, they've just waved off.
So the scoreboard reads 12-0 to the West Australian Raiders. New South Wales Coyotes still with donuts here at Macquarie Park.
Dane will have a lot of talking to do at halftime.
Yeah, he doesn't look happy, does he?
No.
He's in the rain jacket on the sideline, and you can't see his face right now, but his body language tells a story.
No, oh, absolutely.
So New South Wales, Raven Bluegum just directing traffic for the kickoff here to be taken by the WA Raiders. That's Snow Walker walking backwards, walking in rain at the moment. Snow Walker kickoff. Nice kick, end over end. It'll be easy to pick up for the Coyotes. Here they go.
This is where she excels.
This is a nice run by Demizio. Demizio finds the sideline. She's still going. Put one player down and taken out of bounds, but reached the 40 and passed it nearly the 30. That was an incredible return.
Yeah, look, that's where she's dangerous on those returns. She can find the sideline and just has the speed to evade.
Jordan Demizio, one of the top wide receivers in Australian flag football. Great hands, great and contested catches, and great route running. You can see how powerful she is as a kick returner as well. She's actually played this game for 12 years and 4 state campaigns, 2 for Victoria, 2 for New South Wales. Jordan Demizio, a name to remember, and certainly not one easy to forget when you see plays like that. Here come the Coyotes. Barker pitches forward down the centre, tried to find a tight end and couldn't. And that was Cheyenne Dicker diving for it. Couldn't quite reel it in that occasion.
Yeah, I like that little pass over the middle, exploit some space that WA seemed to be giving up.
There is that option in the middle behind.
The refs are...
When the tackles come down the middle for that run play option, there's often space left behind in the centre. I think that's what she was looking for there. Oh no, it collapses upon her and Alex Barker is sacked. Great defence again by the WA Raiders. Kyra Taumio was involved, as was Winona Eastwood.
Yeah, I think the D-line have just pushed Alex's offensive line just straight back into her.
And left on the ground in a bit of trouble as well is the Coyote Stola Filatoga. Oh, not another knee. She is usually the life of the party. I'm told she's always stopping for dance breaks. And it's her first year playing Gridiron, her first state campaign, and looks in a bit of trouble now as well.
Yeah, it's disappointing to see. She's done really well, rookie of the game, stepping up into that very experienced O-line.
Physio's just paying some attention now to that left knee as the Coyotes will take the chance and opportunity to have a little conversation. So all that ground gained by the kick return by Demizio, they need to capitalise. 12-0 is still the scoreboard as we are in the shadows of the first half. Third down.
New South Wales will want to score here.
To go into half-time sheds with nothing on the scoreboard is a mountain to climb for the second half. They do want to capitalise, don't they, on this momentum?
WA absolutely have control of this game. They've shown some flashes of brilliance for a couple of touchdowns now and just seem to be all over the New South Wales offence. Their offence have changed it up a little bit now, but I feel like WA, their coverage and the way they cover their gaps and the way they cover the field and space, they're playing really, really well. She's walking off. That's good to see.
Yeah, so walking off with a little assistance might be a sprain of some kind. We hope nothing too serious and she'll be back. But for now, we have a third down in the hands of the Coyotes. Really want to see them get that first down. And it's third and long. They're going to have to throw it.
Yeah, third and long after what will be recorded as a sack for Alex Barker.
So got to get at least 10 yards, I think, to the first down marker to capitalise on the opportunity presented by Jordan Demizio. Here we go. Big play. Hayley Tagaloa-Smith snaps it. Barker in the backfield. Goes over the top. Finds the receiver. Great throw. Raven Bluegum has space on the sideline. Tackled eventually by Xanthi Gray, who put her out. And that's a great run. I think they will move the chains. They do. Yep, that's a first down.
Great hands by Raven Bluegum yet again. And then great yards after the catch as well.
The yards after catch was really what was impressive. The athletic wide receiver, she's very tall. You don't necessarily expect the acceleration from such tall players, but she's really got it all. Raven Bluegum, only been playing 2 years, but so much potential. Outstanding one-handed catch she had in the game against Queensland. Here she is again. Now, Dane Robertson, the head coach, is just going to call a timeout here and talk to his team. This is the time they need to convert. All the work they've done, the turnover, the kick return earlier.
Yeah, they have really great plays and really great moments, and they just haven't been able to capitalise on it yet. But fresh set of downs here. First down.
How good are you at reading lips? Because I would love to hear what's going on in that huddle.
I would love to know what he's saying.
I had a little conversation with Dane before the game, and he was telling me he does love that third play option where they've got the wing back pitch, the handoff. They don't tend to go to the air. They don't love to throw it. It is a game of inches for the Coyotes. They like to run.
Yeah, the triple option is the Dane special, particularly with the Raiders there, his club side. And he's brought it over into the Coyotes team as well.
And you'd think that would be working in this wet weather, but so far it feels like the Raiders have really done their homework and they've stopped plenty of offense. So change of quarterbacks again. Southboy in the quarterback position, number 5. Tried to draw them offside, and I think may have, in fact, caused a false start of her own side there.
I think that may have been their left guard there. Just
that's
flinching.
so unfortunate. You could tell she was trying to draw the offside, the triple hut, and worked against them.
Yeah, that backfired for them. They just tried to gain a free 5 yards.
Snap coming from Tagaloa Smith, the offensive captain. Here they go, rides through on the left side. Gets pulled down, though. That's Kamali.
She gets a yard back out of that one, I think.
I almost thought it was a quarterback keep, but she did hand off in the end.
And that'll be half-time.
So half-time here at Macquarie Fields for the Gridiron Australian National Championships. It's WA Raiders in control, 12-0 at half-time, and the New South Wales Coyotes trail. They'll look to return serve as we come back after half-time. We're going to take a break. Kate Allman and Alex Ahrens in commentary, and we'll see you after the half-time.
See you for the second half.
Welcome back to the National Championship game. Gridiron Australia National Championships, Western Australia up against the New South Wales Coyotes. Of course, this is not the only game in the National Championships. It is a series, and a winner will be decided on points at the end of it all. At the moment, New South Wales are down 12-0 at halftime to the West Australian Raiders. It's WA to kick off in the black and yellow, and to receive will be the New South Wales Coyotes. Kate Ullman here alongside Alex Ahrens, calling all the action here in Macquarie Park, Sydney. And here comes the kickoff from the WA Raiders. Snow Walker sends it long, great kick, some good ground gained, and the return comes from Grace Murphy. She's taken down at about the 30. So here comes the New South Wales offense. Now, Alex, we've seen plenty of opportunities for New South Wales to score, and yet nothing on the scoreboard so far. They've had some throws, they've had some passes. Not everything's gone right, and not everything's gone their way. A couple of sacks and a few missed opportunities. What needs to go right here for them to get back in the game?
I think New South Wales just need to settle on the ball a little bit, trust their O-line, follow their blocks, and just tidy up their game a little bit. This really needs to be New South Wales half to get back in the game.
First snap of the second half. Here they go. Grace Murphy, the wide receiver, finds space, but she's not quick enough to get around the defense, and an onslaught from the WA defenders comes quickly. That looked like a tough tackle. She's a tough player as well, and Horn on the WA Raiders, I think, was there first.
Yeah, some good blocks there for Grace to make a couple of yards, and a great swarm by WA to bring her down.
So it's Hayley Tagaloa-Smith playing at centre. She's the offensive captain, played for 10 years, an aggressive O-lineman, and she's played in the US as well for the WNFC. Oh, that's taken down early. Really great defence by 27, Alicia McGregor from the Rockingham Vipers. It's her first year playing, and she just made a stunning tackle to get the turnover. Won't be a turnover yet. It will, of course, be fourth down, and usually New South Wales like to kick it. But that has forced the kick.
Yeah, that was a great read by Alicia McGregor there to make that play.
So here it comes. Tokabobo in centre. And Frida Arsam there for the Raiders. So you're right, Alex, you were motioning to me. It was a fourth down and was turnover on downs.
I think McGregor's actually recovered the ball there for WA as part of that tackle. I wasn't sure who had the ball coming down with it, but that's the change of offense. That must have been what happened.
So WA in possession regardless, and we've seen Frida Arsam, the human wrecking ball, go through and make some highlight reel plays so far. Here she goes again, the handoff. No, it's kept by the QB, and Devine gets through. She gets the space. She's got time, and a touchdown saving tackle by Grace Murphy. She has been outstanding, and wow, that was a great play by the Raiders. But that tackle, Grace Murphy, she's great on offense. She's great on defense. She can receive. She can return. What an outstanding player, and such versatility to have in your team. Real weaponry.
Great play by WA. Lou just reading, and then taking the ball. Wrong foot, Christy Turner, and then Grace Murphy comes in with a fantastic tackle.
That's the best tackle I've seen. That's the best I have seen in the women's game. I'm calling it now. Grace Murphy, put that on your Instagram later. Here comes Arsam. Really nice trick. Oh, just absolutely put Grace Murphy out into the end zone.
There was no need for that. I think she just walked that in untouched.
That was incredible. Touchdown, WA Raiders, and all thanks to the incredible running play of Frida Arsam, the human highlight reel she is. Adds another to the videotape. Grace Murphy, as a great defender as she is, could do nothing to stop that.
Just a real simple play, simple handoff, great blocking up front, and Frida just walks the ball in.
Wow. 2 defensive plays there, for good and bad, that you'd put in your highlight reel. And Frida Arsam, we've spoken about this all day, but I'm going to say it again. She is one to watch, an absolute dominant force for the Raiders. Really a large part of why they are so far ahead in this game. Scoreboard now at 18-0 to WA. They'll go for the conversion. It looks like they're trying for 2 points.
Not the way New South Wales would have wanted to start this half at all. Unfortunately, fumble. WA recovered the ball, and they've carried that momentum into another touchdown.
You're so right, Alex, and it's been really tough going for the New South Wales Coyotes. Nothing seems to be going their way, but you can also put it down to really great play on both sides of the ball by the WA Raiders. And the offense looking unstoppable here. 2-point opportunity to Arsam, goes through traffic. She'll be stopped, and I don't know if she's got over. No, she hasn't.
Yeah, I think they're signalling that she didn't quite make that one. Good stop by the New South Wales defence.
So defence holds strong, and again, keep the Raiders from converting their touchdown. But it is an 18-0 lead, and that is a huge mountain to climb to come back. As the sun starts to poke out at Macquarie Fields, this might bode well for the Dan Robertson offense. A little dry ball would be welcomed at this point.
Yeah, they just need to hold on to it a little bit more, and if the rain holds off, that'll definitely make things easier. But New South Wales have, as you said, a massive mountain to climb to get back into this game.
So kickoff to come. I can see Demizio in the backfield. Of course, one of the top wide receivers, an elusive route runner, and probably a really great choice if you were to pick a kicked returner. Kick to come. Yep, it's straight to Demizio. No, it's not long enough. It's going to go into the central region, and New South Wales a chance to return. They do. 22 gets through a couple.
Yeah, I think that was BK Cullen with the ball there, making some good yards after recovering the kick.
You're right. It was Cullen, 23. 6 years playing with the UNSW Raiders. Her second year playing state for the Coyotes. Another experienced player, usually a linebacker. I don't think she was expecting to receive it there, but again, you have to be versatile, and when you're on special teams, you've got to be able to do everything.
Yeah, WA just haven't been able to get too much distance behind their kickoffs, and their middle line tends to recover it more than their actual returners do.
Here come New South Wales. Again, a handoff, and again, the attempt to go down the middle. It is not working. Up the guts is just not working. Bianca Ambram had the ball, and the rugby league background player, even she, with all of her pedigree, cannot break through this defensive line for the Raiders.
Yeah, two or 3 yards on that one before the linebackers came in to cover that.
Alex Barker back at quarterback. Handoff fake, and again, losing ground. A handoff to Bianca Ambram in the end, and lost a couple of yards. Now we're in reaching distance of the end zone. They're third down here, 3rd and long. They have to convert this one.
Big play for New South Wales coming up. You might expect them to throw the ball.
Well, it's getting dry. They haven't thrown it yet on this drive. Now might be the time. Alex Barker, motion coming. The handoff again didn't work. Not enough ground in front, and it'll be 4th down. Do they go for it here?
I think they do. They made another 3 yards there. I think they're only 4th and short now, 1 or 2 yards away from converting. And this sort of field position, there's no point kicking it away. You might as well just go for it.
That's a great point, Alex. Tagaloa Smith Snap. Barker. Time. Throw out wide. Grace Murphy has to make up ground. She does so. She gets all the way. It's a touchdown, New South Wales. 6 points on the board. And Grace Murphy, who else, finds her space out wide, turns the corner, accelerates, and goes all the way.
Yeah, great play. Alex Barker had so much time in the pocket there. That O-line just gave her so much protection. Grace leaks out. It's a nice little pass out to her, and she's able to evade down the sideline and score.
Right time, right place, right call at the exact opportune moment. The New South Wales Coyotes needed that. They got it. Murphy, a great return for all the impressive work she's done. She deserved it. She puts the first points on the board. Here comes the conversion. Got to make the ground. They push it over. It's a touchdown. Well, it's a conversion touchdown, which is only 2 points, but the hand signal came, so they did get there.
I think that was just a QB keep from Alex Barker there. Runs straight down the middle with blockers out in front of her.
So great work by the O-line, and Daniela Stozic, nicknamed Ducky, who has played in Chicago, one of the most experienced players on the field from the ACT actually, but plays for New South Wales here at the State Gridiron Championship. There is no ACT team this year. She is a weapon to have, and really I think she was at the front of that driving maul, you might call it.
Ducky's a very, very experienced player. She's been playing for a number of years. She spent a season over in Chicago in 2017, and she's a great footballer. She's a weapon to have on that offensive line.
So Grace Murphy puts New South Wales back in the game. The scoreboard 8-18, 10 points in it. Still a 2-score game, but it's within reaching distance now.
That'll give them a lot of confidence, I think, getting on the board. Their defense now needs to make a big stand. If they can get a turnover here, take the ball away from WA, and get another drive going, get another one on the board, we're going to have a very tight finish to this game, I think.
Kickoff by Bate. Return is coming now by the Raiders. They're going to take their time. Laura St. Ruth wants to find space. She rode a few blocks, and now she's going to hit traffic, and the tackle crunching comes finally. New South Wales Coyotes, really well done. The tackle was actually made by Toka Bobo, a rugby player and a hard hitter, as you can see. She's got 7 kids, and they are all just as sporty as her, in fact. She's played 6 years, and she is a true weapon in the defence.
Yeah, great return by Struth. Followed some blocks there, had some grass. Had Jordan bearing down on her and has turned back inside, gained a couple extra yards before that tackle was made.
St. Ruth, you call her Struth.
We call her Struth.
Okay. That's a known nickname. The reaction often spurred by some of her work, I assume. Here come the WA Raiders. Lou Devine in quarterback. High snap again, hands off to Arsam. Oh no, she doesn't. It's a wide receiver throw. Wow, that fooled everyone, including me, and it's worked out really well. It was received by Mowat, the touchdown scorer previously. She's proving herself to be a safe pair of hands.
Yeah, a couple of really good receptions from her. That was a good play from WA. Lou did great to get that ball in her hands. That snap was a little bit high, and even with the delayed sort of timing off that high snap, was still able to fake that handoff to the running back and get the ball out to her receiver.
Just taking a look at the timeout that was called. WA Raiders having conversation with Kevin Wilson about their mad scientist offense. He has coached the West Coast Wolverines and played and been involved with the game of football for 35 years. Outstanding experience coaching these women today, and possibly one of the puzzle pieces that has led to them being 10 points ahead here in the second half.
Yeah, Coach Kev's such an experienced coach. He's a Gridiron Queensland Hall of Famer. He was the Outback coach in 2022, and I've had some discussions with him about the next Women's World Cup, which is in 2026, about getting the team together hopefully soon for some camps to prepare for that.
Great insight, Alex. I'll get you to give me the scoop on that as we progress through the second half. And, of course, you can catch Alex on the Mates Rates podcast, where they talk about all things Gridiron Australia and a few more things as well. Here comes Lou Devine back in live action now. Frida Arsam, met by the defence, but not without some trouble. Brought her down in the end. Ashley Powell, a welder by trade, has played 5 years. It's her second campaign for the Coyotes. Great tackle.
Yeah, good work by Ashley, just getting nice and low there, taking up the legs. You don't want to run high against Frida. She's too powerful, and she's got a really good stiff arm. So you need to be getting low on those tackles.
But don't argue. It's a strong one. Sam gets the hand off. No, she doesn't. Fake. Devine still looking for an option. Goes long. Oh, gee, that was a dangerous ball. There was almost an opportunity for number 9, Christy Turner, on the Coyotes' defense to grab that. Went to ground instead. Almost fortunately there.
Lou was in a bit of trouble there. Had to scramble away trying to get the ball out. I'm not sure if she had a great target in that direction. She was probably lucky that wasn't picked off.
Coyotes' defense haven't been making it easy. They have been causing trouble for the quarterback when she's not able to get rid of it early. They're coming after her. Devine surveys the scene. Quick coming. And, hey, great catch there as well. Davies Morgan, the blitz was right up in the face of Devine, and she got it away in time. Davies Morgan searched up in the sky and brought it down to ground. Great play.
That was a great connection there. Lou just about to take the sack, able to get the ball out, and then a great catch from the receiver to adjust to a missed-thrown ball.
Third down. Goes long into the end zone. Just lost it in the sky. That was almost outstanding. Amanda Howson, the second QB, who also plays wide receiver, receiving a great ball from Devine. Those two have a great connection, don't they? They know each other so well, obviously, train together, trade snaps for quarterback. There was an opportunity to really seal the deal.
Yeah, just the fourth down there, and they've just tried to go for it. Just led Amanda just a little bit too far. We'll see New South Wales with the ball now, deep in their own half. They've got a lot of ground to make.
So it was fourth down, turnover on downs, and here comes Alex Barker again for the Coyotes. Looks out to a throw, and it's picked off. St. Ruth going to the house. She'll go all the way. It's a pick six. The WA Raiders. And that almost puts a nail in the coffin here in the third quarter. The score reads 8-24 WA.
Yeah, I just don't think Alex got too much behind that ball. Struth was able to read it, make the grab, get the intercept, and then run it in for
there is exactly the reason you call her Struth, Alex. That is the nickname epitomised. St. Ruth with a pick six. WA Raiders really in control now.
She's so good at that from that safety position. She's incredibly football aware and athletic enough to put herself in positions to make those sorts of plays.
So the conversion opportunity, this could be the sealer. 24 points at the moment. Just under 5 minutes left in this quarter. The trick play. There's plenty of space. They'll have to get up, though. And she could have almost run it in herself there, Lou Devine.
Yeah, that was an interesting decision to keep trying to find a receiver from 3 yards out. She probably just would have been better off tucking and trying to make that herself.
Well, in your head a lot is the reality of playing as a quarterback. Decisions have to be made quickly, and often there's so much going on. She probably saw something that she thought was there and then wasn't, but well covered by the defense of the Coyotes. They haven't allowed any conversions yet, so that's a testament to those players there. Under tight conditions, BK Cullen involved plenty of the time. So
yeah, they do really well standing up from that 2-yard line, the defence.
So here comes the kick. Xanthi Gray. Sorry, it's Snow Walker. Taz Snow Walker, the West Coast Wolverine.
New South Wales still setting their returners back really, really deep, and the ball just struggles to get there.
They found some space there, though. That's a great kick. Has to pick it up. Oh, player just pushed out of the sideline. Grace Murphy has the ball for the return. But the highlight, and me and Alex saw it, was the incredible blocking run that came out of nowhere.
Jordan Demizio just taking someone out down that sideline there.
It was Jordan Demizio, who is not only one of the top wide receivers in Australian flag football on offense, but gee, she can defend as well, it appears.
She has a lot of physicality to her.
Physical, athletic, contested catches, tackles, blocks. She can do it all. Sets up New South Wales. A timeout, though, taken by the WA Raiders. So we'll take a little break here and teams will just reset.
Yeah, I think New South Wales are going to be disappointed with the proceedings. After having got on the scoreboard and then throwing a pick 6 to Struth. I think New South Wales just have to have fun with it now.
So about 4 minutes left in this quarter. Another quarter to come, 8-24 in the way of the WA Raiders. It's a fair way to come back from. They need at least 2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions would get them level, if my maths serves me.
I think even with that, they'd be short.
12 points gets them to 20, and then
you're right. Yep.
So we would be
two and two conversions would get them there. Yeah.
But there's not been too many 2-point conversions this game, so it's been difficult.
No, but New South Wales did score theirs.
So timeout over. Here we go. Hayley Tagaloa-Smith snaps it. Pitch pass out wide. There's space on the right side. They've got to get the blocks in, though. They do. There's a flag thrown. I'm not sure what it's been for. Tori Reynolds found so much space. The UC Stars Offensive Rookie of the Year. This is her first Coyotes campaign, and it won't be her last with plays like that.
No, she's a great little player. I played with her UC Stars last year, and the one thing that everyone says about Tori is she's coachable. She's a very coachable player. She's very open to learning the game, and she's picked it up so quickly. Which is why she was the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Great to see her getting on the ball and making some yards.
So the flag was thrown halfway through that play. It was after the pass. But New South Wales are being marched backwards, and that's devastating.
I'm not sure if that was a block in the back, potentially down that sideline.
There were a few blocks, and that's possibly what has occurred. Nevertheless, New South Wales again find themselves in a position they don't want to be. Movement in the backfield. The swarm comes. There's no ground gained, and the players just end up in a heap in the muddy ground. New South Wales just cannot get anything going at the moment. That was Aaliyah Karmali, who a US player in the WNFC for the Denver Bandits and the Calgary Rage. If anyone could get something going up the middle, she could. I just think that is too easily picked off by the defence. Here they go again. They find something out wide instead. It's Grace Murphy. Reaches forward, trying to get that first down. I think she's short. It'll be a 3rd down for New South Wales.
Yeah, they've still got a long way to go after that penalty. I believe that down marker is still 11 yards-ish from first down.
So many third and longs. They've made it hard for themselves with the Coyotes.
Yeah, they've struggled to convert on their third downs.
Alex Barker, the Chicago native, a quarterback for New South Wales. What can she conjure up? Pitch pass in motion. Grace Murphy has blockers and space. St. Ruth is there. She makes the tackle outside. Does she get the sticks? Dane Robertson reckons she does.
I think that one's going to be very, very close.
He's saying that was unnecessary roughness, I think. She was outside and then tackled beyond. And she looks sore as well. He's not happy with that at all.
No. I think there were flags thrown for
all
that.
Over the
we'll
field.
See what happens.
Yellow laundry. I think Dane Robertson was absolutely right to appeal for that. She was well outside the field of play.
Yeah, hopefully she's all right. She definitely got up looking a little bit sore.
So the down marker still reads 3. At the moment, the referees are just determining what will be the call. And the Raiders think that I think they know. They've marched backwards. They're ready to set up for a first down.
I think that's what they're expecting, that hit out of bounds. I think that was what the flag was thrown for.
Yeah.
And I think that should make it New South Wales first down.
Big penalty.
Down the field.
10-yard penalty. Marches them within striking distance of the end zone. They're at the 40 now. The 30 even. Here they go. First down. Space to move. Pulled down the collar. Almost a horse collar tackle there. Karmali, the fullback, gains a little.
Yeah, good powerful run from Alia there. She got, I think, 5 or 6 out of that, if not more.
I reckon you're right. Probably 4 yards to the first down here. And they're getting a little fatigued, it looks like. Look at the body language from Tagaloa Smith. Here they go. Barker at quarterback. Oh, the handoff didn't really work out well. It's sort of, she was positioned incorrectly, and Karmali had no room to get through.
Yes, Ruth came down really fast on that play to close that gap quickly.
St. Ruth is really reading these every time, isn't she? Here they go again. Motion once more. There's space out left. They go find it and they get there. Karmali all the way outside. The chain's going to move. That's a first down.
Another great run from Alia there. Just uses her strength to shove some people off her. And yeah, they're 10 yards out now, I think.
Great gain by Karmali. And the motion in the backfield tends to work now. It is confusing everyone. I think the defense is expecting the run down the middle lane, and when they don't get it, they often don't spot those outside runs.
Whistle came in very quickly, and the ball's been marched back, so I suspect that's a false start there from New South Wales.
Really not what they need after that excellent gain.
No,
15 yards to the first down now.
That's what's been happening to them. They gain momentum, and then mistakes like that happen.
Motion again, pitch pass outright. There's space here. She's going to take it on. Does so, Tori Reynolds. Gains some ground, not enough for the first down. But actually, that whole dog leg move didn't get them very much further up the field, despite all the running.
No.
They needed to turn downfield, or upfield, sorry, earlier, and some straight line running a little bit, because that has just cost a lot of energy and effort and gained not very much at all. Go the other side now. They go down the middle. And Ambram again tackled.
Swarmed in that backfield again.
That's a loss, actually. They've lost about a yard.
WA D-line are doing a great job stopping those middle runs most of the time.
Third down here for New South Wales. Third and long. It's a big ask. It's going to be a throw down the middle. Let's go. Raven Bluegum, the receiver, gains some ground. I don't think it's enough for the first down. Oh, here comes the yellow flag. There's plenty of passion in this game. St. Ruth is there. Bluegum is there. Everyone's getting a little bit chippy as the clock winds down in this third quarter.
Good catch by her yet again. Makes up a little bit more ground for them. They're now maybe 5 yards away, but we'll see what that flag was for. Definitely came in after the play was stopped, so I think it was a little bit of niggles just as Bluegum and Struth were on the ground there.
Words were exchanged. I'm not sure if blows were. We weren't close enough to see it, but the referees were, and that's what they're discussing now. St. Ruth having her say as well, and wearing half of the field after all the work she's done in the mud.
Sounds like it was an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, but I didn't hear who it was on. Must have been on New South Wales.
So
marching the ball back again.
It's really killing them, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's got to be more discipline from this New South Wales Coyotes.
Yeah. It's a great play, but now they get marched back 15 yards for that penalty. She just lost her head a little bit.
I'm not sure what happened in the scrum, in the melee there, but St. Ruth was involved in the tackle, and Bluegum, after being tackled, obviously said or did something to cause them to lose all this ground. So they've gone further back than they started. It's 4th and 20. Not really much point kicking it from here. This is a difficult one. It's got to be something special. And they're already a deficit of 16 points. They really need to score. Dan Robertson's going to have to pump them up with this speech.
Yeah, this will have to be something special from New South Wales to score from this distance.
What would you be calling if it was you in that huddle, Alex?
I think I want to pass the ball. I know they haven't done too much and their passes haven't been too deep, but I would be changing up the formation a little bit and possibly looking for Grace Murphy in the end zone if I was the one calling the shots.
So the Coyotes are loath to pass the ball. In fact, Alex Barker and T. Salfoy, who is the other quarterback, I don't think they've got the long-range distance and accuracy that you might want for this kind of play.
That's definitely letting them down.
Whereas Lou Devine for WA certainly has the arm strength and showed it.
Yes. Some great passes from her.
Carmali's lined up at fullback, and they've swapped quarterback. You're right. Salfoy under centre. Oh, yes, she's pulled it and caused the defence to false start there. Really well done.
I feel like the O-line did hold, and it should be a neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, I saw the jump immediately. Alex Barker will now come into quarterback. Nice play by T. Salfoy. Managed to cause the jump and earn a few extra yards. Really taking some time, though. I'm not sure if a New South Wales player also jumped.
It could be possible, considering how much they're discussing it. Even a flinch from a offensive player is a false start. And when you've got defensive players running at you because they think the ball is snapped, it's very hard to stay still. It's just a reaction.
Oh, goodness.
Yep, that looked like a false start signal.
Oh, dear. So New South Wales marched backwards once more. Every time you think they're going to get up and gain some ground, it's sent backwards. And now it's going to be fourth and about 30 yards. 25 even. This is a tall ask.
I think that was another false start there by their right tackle.
They try the same thing again. Southwoy calling the triple hut, and it's worked. But it's worked for their side, not the WA Raiders. So now comes the kicking team.
Yeah, they've been pushed so far back with penalties that they do have the field position to punt it now.
While attempting to cause a penalty on the other side, their own side, really shooting themselves in the foot. New South Wales Coyotes, now the kickers come on. Ambram, big kick. Oh, it's hit a New South Wales player on the shoulder and come off them. It hit the New South Wales player first. So Grace Murphy got in the way. It was unfortunate, but that's what the flag will be for. It hit her on the shoulder and she wasn't even looking.
No, she was just getting downfield trying to get that returner.
Of course, it does have to be touched first by the receiving team. And New South Wales is not supposed to touch it.
WA will have the ball again now. New South Wales defence will want to come up with something special to stop them this half of the field. Try and give the offense the ball back.
So here comes Lou Devine at quarterback, number 4 for the Raiders. Takes the snap, hands off. No, she doesn't. She keeps. Arsam looked like she was going to take it, and a strong run as well. Good tackle made by Jordan Demizio. And Lou Devine showing her versatility. Fake, and then the run.
Yeah, just a nice, simple read play. And Lou makes 5 or 6 yards off that one.
She's got speed to burn, and once she gets out in space, turns up field, she does get a little extra speed. Tough to bring down, but a good tackle.
Looks like that's going to be the quarter.
That is the quarter. So 3-quarter time here in the National Championship game between the West Australian Raiders and the New South Wales Coyotes. New South Wales managed to get on the scoreboard there. Still 8 points to 24, though, the way of the Raiders. So at the moment, really, WA have this game within their grasp, and New South Wales would have to bring something special, and almost a defensive play, a pick 6 for the New South Wales might get them back in, and we've set it, we've calculated. 2 touchdowns and 2 conversions would level the scoreboard. It's not undoable, it's not impossible.
It's not impossible, no. And yeah, it's something like a pick 6 or a fumble of recovery for New South Wales would be momentum shifting for them. They've just got to keep their heads up now.
So a chance for defense to stand up for the Coyotes. Meanwhile, Lou Devine wants to bring her team home, and Frida Arsam's going to help to do that. Although the Raiders' defense really read that well.
Yeah, great play by Dale McMillan through the middle there.
McMillan and Cullen, those two paired up in defense are a formidable sight to see. I reckon if you're there grabbing that ball as a fullback off your quarterback.
Dale is one of the scariest defensive linemen to come up against in this game.
You've,
very tall,
you've
very...
played there, have you?
I've been there.
Okay.
Yeah, we have had some battles in the past.
Not something you want to come up against. There you go. Alex Aaron set it first. Lou Devine, high snap, goes right, has a pitch option on, does pitch it. Arsam gets it, taken down, but not before she goes over the top. Bulldozers Princess Maliu. Really nice tackle, and they're going low, as you suggested, Alex. But what that means is Big Frida Arsam's going to end up on top of you, and it's hard to not fall in an uncomfortable way.
No.
When you're tackling her.
Yeah, good tackle by Princess. Just getting low, wrapping the legs and falling over with her.
Textbook stuff, wasn't it? Really well played. But Arsam and Lou Devine, that pairing is an incredible, formidable offensive pair. Really hard to stop.
Yeah, I feel like...
Oh, not a good kick. Wobbler, and it's hit New South Wales. A chance for them to regain the ball. There'll be a scrum. Who's come up with it? WA won it. New South Wales, Christy Turner dived on it at the same time, and they both got hands on it. Neither wants to move. The referees will have to come in. And WA reckon they got it. Oh, wow. Huge call. WA come up with the ball. Number 52, Katie Outram from the Swan City Titans.
Yeah, good play. That punt has just come off that New South Wales player, making it a live ball, recoverable by WA, and they've come down with it.
Nothing can go the way of the Coyotes right now. It feels inevitable. Everything has been falling the way of the Raiders. And that was a 50-50 ball and just wanted it more. So Katie Outram gives the ball back to her offense, and Lou Devine's back in the driver's seat. The handoff. Frida Arsam, the fend-off, the second fend-off, brought down finally by the Coyote defense of Jordan Demizio. Don't argue, is the best I've seen. Her ball running is the best I've seen. I might sound like a fan because I am. I am a convert to the Divine and Frida Arsam show.
They're having a great game, and now fourth quarter comfortably in the lead. I don't think we're going to see much more from WA. It's mostly going to be those inside runs and handoff. You don't want to risk giving the ball back to New South Wales by passing it at this stage. And
throw coming, surveys the scene on the left. Great reception. Turns up Field's got space. She's going to go all the way. Goes to the house. Nearly tripped, but she doesn't. She gets there. WA Raiders, Sophia Davies-Morgan, the wide receiver from Hills Valkyries. She opens her account, gets on the scoreboard, and it reads 30-8, the way of the Raiders.
Yeah, great protection from that O-line. Just as I said they wouldn't pass the ball, they did. Great ball on an in-breaking route to Sophia, and then she just turns the jets on and evades a couple of tacklers. There's a flag on the play, though. I think that might have come right at the end of the play.
Really great route. As you say, the in-break just stepped and lost her defender and then found so much space in that central zone behind where the ball was snapped. Yet behind the first line of defense, and there's plenty of space in the central zone.
Yeah, I'm not sure if New South Wales safeties reacted in time to that.
Oh, no. Oh, it looks like they're going backwards.
I'm not sure what that penalty was for. But that touchdown won't count.
So the score reversed despite the incredible run and reception. Davies-Morgan will be disappointed with that. They'll try it again, the WA Raiders. Lou Devine looking for an option. There's a blitz coming. She's got to get rid of it. Sends it long. Big go route. Oh, couldn't get the hands up, though. There was a receiver in the area. It was Mowat, and we know how well she climbs the ladder and gets up to get on top of those contested catches. That time she couldn't quite, but it was really within her grasp.
Lou did great just scrambling away from that blitz and getting the ball out and putting it up in an area that receiver could have brought it down.
Yeah, she was being chased down by BK Cullen. And again, another player you just do not want to have up in your face when you're a quarterback looking for an option. Lou Devine, Arsam fakes the handoff. Devine keeps, she goes. Pushed over and out of bounds. Defense by Demizio once more at the 10-yard line. It'll be third down. they're within 10.
Made a couple of yards on that one, Lou, with her legs. Again, great little read play. And QB keep.
It's about 3rd and 2. Just got to get a couple of yards here. Possibly, I think, you know, bring something out of the playbook that we've seen all day. Might be an Sam run.
3rd and short. Put it on the ground.
I think
get
that's
those
a
yards.
safe option, isn't it?
Down.
Here we go. Ludivine high snap. Runs it instead, gets behind Sam. That's clever play. Instead passes off to Sam, who's got room to move, gets through.
Just short there of the end zone.
The diving attempt of the end zone, but she does get the first down, and that's enough to get within a couple of yards of the end zone, really putting her team in a great position, and the clock's still running. New South Wales in a big deficit. And so they do take a timeout to just stop the clock. Okay, a defensive stand is required for New South Wales to have any hope of getting back in the game. 8 minutes left in the 4th quarter. 2-score game currently. If they score again, I think it'll be out of reach.
I'd agree with that. This is a massive stop for New South Wales to want to make. They're going to need to fill their gaps quickly and expect that run is coming, because Frida's very good at getting those 1 or 2 yards even when she's being tackled. And as we just saw on that play, the dive for the end zone, she's tall enough that she can just sort of reach out and get the ball over the line.
Raiders just deciding what they'll do as well. They've got 4 downs to get a couple of yards into the end zone. I think the only way they'll be stopped is by something really special from the defense. The defensive coordinators for the Coyotes have to bring out something really different. They have to all be on their game. No missed assignments here. Divine. Handoff, Sam. She puts 1 play down, puts 2 down, ends up straddling the defender. And that is just a great way to score, isn't it? She ended up on top of BK Cullen, and we've said it before, that is not someone who's easy to put down. Just Frida Sam. What a player.
Just runs into people.
Runs over them, bulldozes them.
It's great to see.
There's nothing I've seen that can actually stop her unless you've got 4 players in the way, holding on for dear life. Scoreboard reads 8-30. The touchdown by Sam. 2-point conversion coming up. This could seal the deal. Sam. No, kept. Quarterback, throw, picked. Oh. Picked off. Here goes New South Wales. This is exactly what they need. There's space ahead. Got to keep running. Got to keep getting blocks. They're still going. She's Christy Turner making all the way down. Almost a 100-yard yes. A huge pick 6, and it's a touchdown for Christy Turner.
Because that was on their conversion. It'll unfortunately only be 2 points for them.
Oh, no.
But
you're so right, Alex.
A great effort by Turner to take it all the way back.
Is not enough of a reward for that.
You could see as she was running that she's tired. She's had a big game. She took a massive hit just before when they scored their touchdown. And just the effort to keep running and for her team to keep up with her.
Such a cruel blow, the 2-point. I hadn't even thought of it. You're so right, Alex. And the scoreboard is now 10-30. They're still at a 20-point deficit. And wow, that's one of the defensive plays of the day, if not the defensive play of the day. A 100-yard return off a pick. And only 2 points to show for it. Nevertheless, Christy Turner, add that to your highlights reel later on. She's played 8 years of Gridiron, played Nationals for Victoria in 2018, played Nationals for New South Wales last year. Here she is again, her 2nd year for the Coyotes, a wide receiver and defensive back, so plays on both sides of the ball. And that was something special. I did say they needed to bring something special out.
They definitely needed some magic, and that's it. It's probably just a little bit too little, too late.
Kickoff about to be returned by Grace Murphy. Eyes off where the space is. There's not going to happen over there. Taken down by Kerry Websell on the WA Raiders. Good tackle made. And Grace Murphy, she's been involved in so much today. She's taken some hard hits. And I think the fatigue might be setting in.
Yeah, Grace has had a really good game, I think. She should be pretty proud of the way that she's played, and she definitely has copped a number of heavy hits. Landed very hard, that one.
Well, and the previous one as well, when she was tackled out of bounds a couple of drives ago, she took a heavy fall, and I think she's still feeling the repercussions of that one. Nevertheless, here come the Coyotes. Deep in their own end zone, well near it. Deep in their own half. Got to go all the way, about 70 yards. Pitch pass. Ambram meets traffic. Taken to the dirt. Gains a couple of yards.
Yeah, good blocking up front to make some yards out of that. I think she got 5 or 6.
So it'll be 2nd and 5 for the Coyotes. And clock ticking, 8 minutes to go. 20 points to recover. And national championship slipping from their grasp. What can Alex Barker do? The Raiders quarterback option goes to Grace Murphy, who has space on the left sideline. She's still running. She's still got space. Oh, takes a hard hit. Really great tackle by St. Ruth. No, it's, yes, it is St. Ruth that made the tackle, and Grace Murphy banged up a little. Has taken a few tackles today.
Yeah, another good run by Grace. Gets past one, just can't get past Struth. Was almost away down that sideline.
So first down, and good gain, gets about halfway. Alex Barker under centre now. Ambram in the backfield. Option goes over the top with the pass. Oh, that's hit the turf. Incomplete, says the referee. It was nearly in the hands of Blue Gum. She couldn't quite keep it off the ground.
Yeah, I think she just slipped as she was trying to come back for that ball. A little bit underthrown. And just unfortunately couldn't reel it in.
Well disguised by the quarterback. You did think it was going to be a handoff and then put her eyes upfield at the last minute.
Yeah,
Blue Gum was there.
Faked the handoff. Nice little rollout from Alex.
Handoff. Murphy has space on the left. This one works. Great tackle made by Felicia Chong. And they're happy with that, the Raiders. Grace Murphy really looks tired. There's so much space on that sideline. If you can hit it at pace and get the ball in motion, they're gaining ground that way. But it can't be Murphy that does everything. She cannot be the workhorse. She's done so much already, and she's really losing speed.
Yeah, she looks tired, and she got up very slowly off that one. But again, a great play. Gets past one. Just can't get past that last line of defense.
Motion again from Murphy. Goes up the middle instead with the handoff to Aaliyah Kamali. A couple of extra yards was all that was needed, and that'll be enough, I think. No, they just stopped short. They're about half a yard short of first down. This is 4th down. They'll need to go for it. It's about time they put it in the hands of a big up-front player and just bulldoze through. Take a leaf out of the Raiders book and do the Frida Arsam. Here they come, 4th down. Must convert. Oh, tackled quickly in the backfield. Was she stopped?
You only needed a yard on that one. I think the ref is signalling that they've made it.
Yep, they did. They got the half yard necessary. The chains are going up the field. Another first down. Just inches. Game of inches. Dane Robertson is playing. And Coyotes keep the ball and keep this drive alive. Under centre. Barker, pitch pass, Murphy. On that left sideline, she knows and loves. Just got to find boundary, get the first down. She does find the boundary, and she does get the first down.
Another good play again. And some good blocking on that edge now to give her a couple of extra yards. And runs out of bounds, stops the clock.
Yeah, clever play, isn't it? They stop the clock, 5 minutes to go. In this final quarter, still a big deficit, but anything can happen. We've seen some defensive plays that have changed the game. Alex Barker, what can she do? Hands off. New South Wales trying to find a way through. They do. Kamali finds space out wide, but tackled by St. Ruth. Pulled down eventually by St. Ruth and her compadre, Catherine Tapawaiga.
Another good run by Alia, making some yards there. She had some good blockers as well.
Yeah, well-designed runs, some of these, with all the blockers in the right spot at the right time. They've definitely changed the way they're playing. They're not going down that central lane anymore. Raiders have to keep their eyes up and motion all over the place.
So many moving parts in the New South Wales offense.
Exactly. Up the middle again, they try it, need a few yards to get the first down. Ambram looks like she's nearly got it, possibly within half a yard. It'll be third down.
Just tried that little off tackle run again, and that defensive edge there, just there to stop it. I'm not sure if they mean to leave that player free though. That definitely is an important block if you want to make that play.
Motion, pitch pass, Murphy has space again. There's a block in front. Demizio has to block two for her. She does and gets outside, gets a touchdown. They reckon it's gone in. There was a corner pile and push. Was she out of bounds or was she over the end zone?
I think they're gonna call it. I think the ball crossed the plane there. Or are they saying it's just short?
Well, again, we don't have a bunker here for the replay in slow motion. I think that the touch judge sideline is saying she was out.
I think short by a yard from the end zone.
This is an impressive drive by the New South Wales Coyotes. Coming from nothing, 3.5 minutes to go.
That toss play to Grace is just doing wonders for them this drive.
Yeah,
it's you got to ask the question, like, where was that earlier in the game?
Well,
this is the kind of momentum that they could have used in the first half.
Got to get half a yard or so. Go through. Yes, they do. Bianca Ambram, the rugby league player, takes it over. It's her first season of Gridiron. She battering rams that ball through to the end zone. And the scoreboard reads 16-30. Still in favour of WA. But New South Wales with a chance to bring some back here in the final quarter. Two-point conversion, play decided. Alex Barker and QB. Will they give it off to Ambram once more? Alex Barker, quarterback sneak all the way through. Do they get there? It looks like it. Two-point conversion is successful. That was a really nice sneak, almost a rugby union style rucking ball.
Yeah, it was a little bit. That was a really nice drive from New South Wales. That toss play out to Grace gave him plenty of yards.
Yep.
They're blocking down the outside to steal that. The flowing defenders was fantastic, and they've finished it with some nice middle runs from their main fullback and Alex Barker taking it over.
Yeah, really well done, well executed by Alex Barker. Experienced quarterback, played many years in the Sydney League for the Raiders and the Lions, both university clubs. And here she is for the Coyotes. So 18-30, still 12 points away. They're going to have to do 2 touchdowns to get there, New South Wales. And with 3.5 minutes, it seems difficult but not impossible.
Yeah, do they try a little onside kick here and try and give the ball back to their offense?
Yep.
It looks like they may be set up for it.
Yeah, bounding ball. It's on the ground. It's recovered by St. Ruth. She picks it up, is gaining ground. Gets taken down at about the 40. So the Raiders now just need to get a couple of first downs, and that'll be the end of the game. They can juice the clock here. New South Wales defense have to bring up something special.
Yeah, it's definitely all in WA's hands now to hold on to the ball. That clock is definitely not favouring New South Wales at all.
Not at all. 3:22 on the clock we've got here. I think a lot of this will be played on the ground.
I'm not sure how many timeouts New South Wales have left either. I'm not sure how many they've used this half. 1.
1 timeout left for New South Wales. They have to use it judiciously. High snap, that is killing them at the moment. Amanda Howson gets it, grabs it. She's back in quarterback and was almost like a fullback there. It's another player down, though, clutching a knee. The second one we've seen today.
This is the first time we've seen Amanda back in QB.
It is.
WA.
Late in the game.
Bring her on to finish the game. Looks like it's Michaela Craddock on the ground there.
Yeah.
It's definitely another knee by the looks of it.
An awkward one. I think she fell on it and wasn't involved in the main tackling, but did fall awkwardly. Of course, it is slippery.
Yeah, we've seen that out there, players slipping over in that wet grass.
We hope she's okay. This gives somewhat of a fortunate timeout, though, for the Coyotes to regain some energy, make some defensive stop. Clock is stopped at 3 minutes. So Michaela Craddock gets to her feet. She'll be clapped off. A brave player, tall as well, isn't she?
Yeah, she's been doing some work for them. Always good to see a player walk off after something like that.
Great to see. So Craddock goes off. WA Raiders still on offense. Trying to juice the clock. 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes between them and a win here in the Gridiron Australian National Championships. High snap again. Howson, pitch pass. Oh, it's gone and hit the dirt. They've played it on. Frida Arsam able to recover after the fumble. It'll be 3rd down, and they've actually lost some yardage there. So 3rd and long, 3rd and 15.
Yeah, she very rarely drops those pitch balls. She's lucky to recover that one for WA.
Well, it was a backward pass, hence why the play continued.
Yeah, live ball on the ground there.
Rather than being an incompletion. So here they go. New South Wales with the defensive stop, then opportunity. They need to get the first down. WA, Arsam goes straight through the middle. Battering ram, can't batter her way all the way through.
No, I just ran into Dale McMillan in the hole there.
That'll be 4th down.
Stopped her up.
So clock still running. 2 minutes to go. New South Wales, a chance to get the ball on turnover. Will they kick it, WA, or will they keep it? They look like they're setting up for a kick.
I think that's Xanthi in the back there, so they might be looking to punt it away.
Yeah, the Gray, Xanthi Gray, the kicker, punter. It is a kick. Minute and a half to go. New South Wales. Returner is Nadia Rusens. Rusens got the edge. She has got the edge. She turns upfield. There's no one in front of her. They're going to have to chase her down. They do just in time. 24, Amanda Howson, the queen of the WA chessboard, quarterback, wide receiver, and now tackler, saves the day, saves what could have been a touchdown run on the kick return.
Yeah, good job by Amanda coming across from that. I thought Nadia was gone.
Now, I think that Dane Robertson's called the timeout, and well done for doing so, because there's only a minute and 15.
I think that's the game there. That's the signal?
That is the game.
That'll be the game.
My apologies, our timer was not quite at the same as yours on the field, but there it is. Gridiron Australia National Championship game between New South Wales and WA. WA, well, they were in control for the entire 60 minutes. They scored first and were just dominant all of the first half. Got out to an early lead. New South Wales managed to gain some ground back. A couple of touchdowns, but too little, too late. And the Raiders show they are a force to be reckoned with in the 2024 National Championships. So, Kate Allman here calling alongside Alex Ahrens. Alex, what happens next? The WA Raiders, they just won this game. What's next?
Well, it's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one. Queensland, who won the first game against New South Wales, they'll now travel to Perth, and that game will decide the National Championship.
So the winner of that match will be the 2024 Gridiron Australia Women's National Champion. They will take home the trophy, a coveted prize. New South Wales Coyotes today, well, it was not their day. They were slow to get on the scoreboard and nothing really fell their way. They go home, though. Commiserations for a well-fought battle here at Macquarie Park. It's been a pleasure calling the action, and thanks so much for tuning in. Kate Allman here. Thank you, Alex Ahrens, for helping me out. Alex, of course, runs the Mates Rates podcast, so catch her on the podcast later on, and we hope to see you at the next National Championship game. That'll be played in Perth in a couple of weeks. Stay tuned to the socials, and thanks so much for having us. We'll see you next time.